they're still hunting for something underneath the couch.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 9:55 a.m. and Boo's here in the cat tower, and Stella was in the other cat tower, and Boo was so happy that his girlfriend was sitting near him in the cat towers. I just came up to Boo and he let me pet him. He kind of rolled around on the top here and his mouth was kind of open, so I said, okay, this is a good opportunity to check out his teeth to see what's really going on, because as unpleasant as it is, I do need to check and see what's going on. So on his upper teeth between his two fangs, he has 3 of the incisors, so I think he lost another one. I think he had 4, and now he has 3. I have to go check. My memory is that bad. Yeah, I can't remember. And on the bottom, it appears that there's still 4 or 5 there. Not 100% sure, because he would not let me check. He started like really scratching me. So I'll try to check again later. But he is going to go back on more herbs. He had herbs with breakfast, but he's going to go back on more to try to keep the rest of the teeth from falling out. The vet did tell me that he thinks potentially Boo could lose all those teeth, all the incisors between his canines, because he has seen that happen in cats, and sometimes it's just due to genetic weaknesses. And the vet did not see any signs of infection or anything like that in Boo's mouth. So, you know, the best we could do is feed Boo the best diet possible and give him some additional help with some natural supplements. Right, Boo? I just turned around and saw this. Look at this. What's going on here, Stella? Stella's telling me she wants me to turn the tablet on. That's what they do. When they want me to put the cat charmer video on, they sit next to the tablet. Right now it's 10:19 a.m. and I checked my notes. I actually had to write down notes when I took Boo to the vet last time so that I would remember what the situation was. And my notes say that he had 4 teeth on the top of his mouth between the 2 canines. And right now when I checked, it appears he's down to 3. And I did not get a good look at the bottom. He still has teeth on the bottom. It's either 4 or 5 teeth on the bottom. And in my notes, he had 5 teeth on the bottom. So sometime today, I want to try to get a better look at his teeth and then definitely make sure that he is getting his herbs twice a day again. He was rolling around and I just tried to look at his bottom teeth. And to me, it looks like he still has 5 bottom teeth. That's what it looks like to me. And another thing I haven't been doing as much is his mouth massages. It's really challenging to take care of 4 cats inside, 1 cat outside, and, you know, have a job that pays the bills and take care of a house and car and yard and life outside of all of that. And yeah, there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything. Oh, and then, you know, film videos and edit videos and take care of a YouTube channel, not to mention a website and social media and all that stuff. So it's really a miracle that I could do any of this all at the same time. It's 3:30 p.m. I just looked outside and there's Hydrox. He's already waiting for the feeder to go off. It doesn't go off for another, I don't know, at least a half hour, if not 45 minutes. Maybe even more. But he's ready. He's waiting. I just went out to look for Hydrox and I don't see him, so he must have walked away somewhere. But I put this plate with the new raw food out. And hopefully we'll see if he eats it or if another animal comes by and eats it. I just went back outside and it seems that Hydrox went into the shelter because he was like, well, why am I going to stay out here in the cold? But when he heard me outside, I guess he assumed I was going to give him food. So I moved the food over to where he was, which is here, and then he sniffed it and he ran to the feeder. So now that he's there, I am going to go get some canned food and give that to him. I just gave Hydrox half a can of cat food with some healing herbs in case he's having mouth issues. I moved the raw food over, and here's Hydrox. He's just hanging out on the plastic rug, and he'll move over once I go in. Okay, Hydrox just walked over to the food. He smelled the raw food, and then he went over to the canned food. So Hydrox does not want to eat the raw food, and that's the same reaction I've gotten out of him every time I've tried to feed him any of the raw food. He doesn't really seem to like it. And he's getting a pate. Everything in there is soft. So he should have no problems eating any of it. You could really just lick it up. For dinner, the cats are having the Nature's Variety Instinct raw chicken bites. And Boo did not want to eat downstairs. He did not want to eat on the steps. Boo wants to eat upstairs in the kitchen, so that's where I gave him his food. And he would not eat it, so I had to bribe him with some baby food on top, with just a little bit of baby food. So we'll see what he eats. He has the last of the homemade raw scoops. So he's having one of the scoops of the homemade raw food, and he's having a little bit of a freeze-dried venison nugget, and then he's having a little bit of canned food. So he's having his Boo Plate special, which he loves. He's eaten it so many times, so he should eat it. There's no difference. So there's Boo eating his food or picking at it. And what I realized today about his tooth loss is that he did have that one tooth on the top that looked like it was halfway out already. So all of the teeth that he's lost, they all looked like they were longer than the other teeth before he lost them. So to me, that means they were kind of like on their way out, and then they eventually worked their way totally out. So he did have that one tooth on the top that did look like it was longer than the other teeth, and I was kind of assuming that eventually that one would be coming out. So to me, that does make sense about, okay, yeah, there's another tooth gone on top. I'm still hoping to keep the rest of the teeth in his mouth, but that is just the situation. And again, it is a very weird situation because there are no visible signs of like periodontal disease or anything like that. There's no bad breath. There is no bleeding. There's nothing going on. You know, Boo is completely healthy otherwise. So to me, it just makes it even more important to make sure that he's eating as healthy as he can, to try to get him on as much raw food as I can. And, you know, even with the treats and everything. I don't know what he's doing. So sometimes Boo does this thing where he'll start eating his dinner, and then he'll go use the litter box, and then he'll come back and eat his dinner. Maybe he's doing that. I don't know. I crushed up one of the freeze-dried chicken bites on top, and he went back to eating it. I mean, I hope he eats it. The thing is, if he doesn't eat it, what's been happening is that Splash and Simba have been eating it. So, I mean, if Boo was hungry enough, he would eat it. So it might just get to that point where he's just going to have to learn to eat his food. And tomorrow will be when they try the new frozen raw food, the new homemade food with bones in it. So it'll be another chapter in the raw food experiments. 7:34 a.m. Good morning, Boo. Boo says, "Why you got that camera in my face? It's so early." Good morning, Simba. How are you today? Good morning, Splash. Good morning, Stella. I was looking for you downstairs. You could tell she just woke up. She's all sleepy looking. Okay, I just wanted to know where you were. Simba wants to eat a banana. You want to eat a banana? Maybe they like bananas when they're like all brown, because they don't like bananas otherwise, unless they just like the banana peel. Here's a piece of banana. You want it? You want the piece of banana? You want the banana? Here. Nope. You want the banana? Boo don't want it. You want the banana? Oh no, the banana's stinky. Today for breakfast, the cats are trying the new homemade cat food for the first time. This is what it looks like after it's been defrosted and kind of squashed down for the cats. And this is what it looks like when it has not been squashed down yet. It holds its scoop shape after it's been defrosted, and then I just kind of squash it down with a fork. So the cats are getting the homemade raw food, but they're also getting some of the Nature's Variety Instinct raw chicken bites along with it, just to see what they eat. And that's Boo's food. He's getting the homemade raw food. He's getting some bench and field treats. He's getting some of the freeze-dried chicken bites. He's getting some baby food in the middle with his herbs. So Boo has like a varied plate of food, and I want to see what he'll eat and what he won't eat. It took him a while to eat the homemade raw food yesterday, and so this is the first time that they're eating it again today. So I just want to kind of coax him into eating it. And usually by doing this, by mixing in his favorite other things, then he'll eat it. And he's going straight for the baby food in the middle, which I knew he would. I dropped some herbs on there, and he'll eat those that way. And that's his favorite. So hopefully he'll eat more than that. And I am very interested to see what the cats eat and what they don't eat off of this platter. Like, are they going to eat the chicken bites and not the homemade raw food? Are they going to eat the homemade raw food and not the chicken bites? Or are they going to eat like half and half? They should like it, but you know how cats are, right? Like, it looks like one of the sections of homemade raw food has been fully eaten. It looks like Simba's working on the other section of homemade raw food. There's enough food on this platter for 3 cats, 3 full portions of food. Boo has moved on to one of the bench and field treats. Now it looks like maybe he's going after some of the chicken bites. Yeah, he's going after some chicken bites, but he's also eating the homemade raw food. He just ate some of the homemade raw food. They should like it. I mean, you can't get any fresher than homemade raw. And especially when you buy the meat that is marked, that is packed the day you buy it. And if you process your raw food the day you buy the meat and it goes straight into the freezer, it really can't be any fresher than that. It's definitely much fresher than buying food from Nature's Variety or Primal Raw. If Boo ate half of his food, I'd be happy. So Simba just walked away from the plate, and look at that. 2 of the sections of the homemade raw food are completely gone. There's an equal amount of homemade raw and chicken bites left. So I would say the food is a success with the cats. At least with Stella, Splash, and Simba. Boo's still working on his. And I did add extra water to the plate. Looks like Stella's going for the homemade raw right now. We'll see what happens. What is going to be left on the plate? Will it be homemade food or will it be store-bought food? Boo is being very careful with his food. He's picking and choosing what he wants to eat and what he doesn't want to eat. Looks like he's licking at the homemade raw right now. I might have to add more water to Boo's food because it seems that when he eats, he really licks up the food versus like chewing up the food like the other cats really do more. Maybe because of his teeth issues, you know. So I'll see how that helps. I don't want to disturb him right now while he's eating. But even with the little pieces of bone in there, he could easily lick those up. I mean, the pieces of bone are smaller than Tic Tacs. Think of like half a size of a Tic Tac or less. Literally like a grain of rice. Look at this. Stella just walked away. I would say the raw food is a hit. Look at that. They left the chicken bites on the platter. The chicken bites used to be their number one favorite food. And look, they left them. They ate the homemade food over the chicken bites. I mean, they still ate some of the chicken bites, but they left them. This is what Boo ate. I would say he ate about half of his food. So I'm actually going to mix some more water in this and make it more of a soupy pate and see if he eats more of it. Okay, and there we have it. So I had added more water to Boo's homemade raw food, which made it more soupy. And then to entice him, I just put a few little dots of the baby food on top. And look, he pretty much cleared his plate. The only things he didn't eat are those chicken bites, so I'm happy. Right now, it is a little after 6 o'clock, and for dinner today, the cats are getting homemade raw food. They're getting a scoop and a half each, and I just want to see if they'll eat it without any of the commercial food on it. Boo is also getting a scoop and a half of the homemade raw food. I added more water to his. I made it more soupy. So only Splash would eat the food, and what I had to do was take one of the freeze-dried chicken bites and kind of crush it up and sprinkle it on top, and then Stella has decided to give it a try, and Simba has decided he doesn't want it. I had to do the same thing for Boo. Boo would not touch the food, so I had to sprinkle one of the chicken bites on top, and we'll see if he eats the food. He should. He likes it, and it's soupy, so it's easy for him to eat it. If he doesn't eat it, or if he only eats part of it, I could just take some baby food out of the refrigerator and put little drops of baby food on it, and then he'll eat it like he did his breakfast. Look how he's standing on the stairs while he's eating. It's like he's undecided about which step he wants to be on. I wish he was not eating on the steps. I wish he was eating on the floor with the other cats, but I don't know. He likes eating on the steps. So while Stella and Boo are still eating, it appears that the boys have found some kind of bug. Simba's sitting here near the couch. He's looking under the couch at something. He sees something. I don't know what he sees. I don't hear anything. What is it, Simba? Is it a bug? What is it, Simba? A bug? I don't want to start tearing furniture up and moving stuff around because I don't want to disturb like Boo and Stella while they're eating. But Simba definitely sees something. He's looking at something. Oh my gosh, maybe it's one of those ugly centipedes. Maybe it's a spider. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is. It's something. So this is what the cats did to their food. I would say Stella ate hers, Splash ate his, and Simba has not eaten his yet. And Boo has not really eaten his at all. I mean, he's licked up some of the freeze-dried food I put on top, and when he does that, he licks up some of the raw food, but I don't know why he's not eating. So I had to put little drops of the baby food on Boo's food. Do you see they're kind of orangey drops? It's the chicken pot pie baby food. He usually really likes this baby food. And then he ends up eating the food underneath it. So we'll see what happens. The baby food is still cold because I just took it out of the refrigerator. I just went upstairs with Boo, then I went outside, took the garbage out, and then I just came back inside and they're still hunting for something underneath the couch. But I want to know what they're hunting. There's something under there. Guys, look. I don't think it's a bug. It's their favorite chocolate-covered strawberry toy. I haven't seen that thing in a really long time. And it's not just one strawberry toy, it's all three of them. All three of them under the sofa. Gotta get a stick so I can get them out. Simba loves these strawberries. And they always get lost. It is 6:33 p.m. right now, and we just ended today's live stream. I want to give a shout out to Art and Soul for the $25 super chat. They said, "Merry Monday, Boo and crew. I hope everyone had a very merry Monday today." Thank you guys all for watching the live stream. Right now it is 7:07 p.m. and this is what is left of Boo's dinner. Now, I first enticed him with little drops of baby food. Then I actually sprinkled a few crunchies on his food. Now, I don't know if he ate it or Simba ate it because Simba has been on the prowl. So I'm not sure if Boo ate his food or someone else, but Boo seems to be, satisfied. And all the food is gone from this plate. And here's the downstairs platter of food. And all the food's gone except for some of the freeze-dried bites. And next to the platter is a strawberry. And here's Simba. And next to Simba is a strawberry. And behind Simba is Splash. So they're going to have fun with the strawberries. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.